Digging. She hit it so hard, dude. Wow. What's up, dog? Took one off on the same go. So. And there's another canal right next to it. Oh, not exactly the same. So I'm like, pop up in there and see what's going on. But yeah, no, Dunn's Creek was like terrible. So that's north or south of the Weelocker ramp?
North.
Oh, hold on. That's a giant. Oh my god.
Did you just see one?
No, I got one.
Seriously?
Come here, mother 5-pounder.
Are you kidding me?
That's the first main river dock I've got bit on.
Wow.
Holy shit. Alright, that works.
On the chatterbait or what?
Yeah, first cast. Skipped it up under there and wham.
Damn, dude.
Holy. I'm going to go in this canal. If I get bit, I'm not even going to fish the rest of the canals. I'm just going to fish them all in the tournament. Because I can't,
dude.
because I can't, you can't shake them off this thing. And I got this glass rod, so as soon as this thing gets tight, you got them.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you guys are going to see here is basically the beginning of day one for me. Fishing in the canals, you know, doing my chatterbait program, and basically my co-angler hooks a 4-pounder right behind me on a just a green pumpkin speedworm, fishing it real slow, and come to find out that should have been the way I should have fished the entire tournament, but we'll get into more of that later.
There you go. Get them off that dock over there on that side. actually, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Hold on. There we go.
There we go. Nice fish.
Nice. I'm almost even with you now.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm supposed to catch the first one.
Yeah.
I'm playing.
No, I get it.
Hey, we start off.
Never done that.
Start off with a good one. All right. Guess 8 black and blue. Salmon on the regional. That's the thing though. You'll got one. I don't know how big it is. One of them had to flip. 8 of them to sink. All right. Got the tide moving. Let's roll. Try and hit something by the ramp.
What's that?
Try and hit something by the ramp. Fish where there's been 1,000 fish let go.
Be very, very careful over there. There's pylons off out deep.
Where that buoy is.
Yeah, on the other side of that.
So as you guys saw, you know, everything I caught was on non-moving bait. Even though I caught that 1 second fish on a chatterbait, it was when I skipped it under the dock and it started sinking. And you know, at that point in time, when I went that long without a chatterbait bite, and the way that fish bit and the way my co-angler was catching pretty decent behind me and the way I was getting bit, I should have known just to put the chatterbait down and throw the worm and just grind it out. And I pretty much did throughout the day, but it was just so hard to not pick up that chatterbait constantly over and over and over throughout the whole day. I mean, if you guys watched the whole 8 hours of video, I probably threw a chatterbait 4 hours, and I probably threw a worm 4 hours, and I should have thrown a worm 7 or 8 hours. It's just really hard, and that's why I named that last video Winning Practice, because I went out there and probably had 25, 27 pounds. I don't know what it would have been that day, but I freaking crushed them. And everywhere I went, I throw a chatterbait, get a 5 pound bite, throw a chatterbait, get a 5 pound bite. Only place I could not get a good bite on chatterbait, or anything for that matter, was Dunn's Creek. And I don't know why. I think I had 1 or 2 bites in there in about 5 hours of fishing, but as soon as I got back on the main river, it was just boom, 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 bite. I mean, there was bites to be had everywhere, and it was almost easy. If we would have had the tournament on that second day or that Tuesday of practice, I probably would have been leading. But like I said, I won practice, and when you do that, you just get so hung up on how you caught them, and And I knew that going into that day. I'm like, I really hope that that day of practice just doesn't completely kill me. I hopefully, I'm open-minded enough just to fish the conditions. And with it being cloudy, windy, kind of a frontal day, stuff moving through, you think that they're going to be on the chatterbait. But what the deal was, Tuesday and Wednesday of practice were our first true warm weather days where we had warm nights as well, and just fish were just funneling in. I think a lot of people were having good days of practice the last 2 days. And when they were just moving in, I think they would set up on a pad for a little bit, move in a little bit, and just, they would stop and go throughout the day. And I was just hitting them on those staging spots with that chatterbait, and they were ready to eat. They had just moved up. Those fish were ready to eat and get ready for the spawn. And as the tournament progressed, they really moved to, they moved under the docks. They made their beds. They were hunkered down on the beds, and I wasn't disciplined enough, I guess, to just stay there, put my head down, and just fish a worm really slow. My roommate and staying partner, Jason Blair, he ended up leading the tournament going to the last day, and he was doing the exact same thing that my co-angler was doing. He was throwing just a green pumpkin stick bait or a black and blue stick bait. My co-angler was throwing a little speed worm, but I don't think it really mattered at that point. I think as long as it was a 5-inch low profile soft plastic that you could put on that bed and get that bite quick, that's what you needed. And they were both throwing it on light sinkers, 3/16 eighth ounce with a 12-pound fluorocarbon, and I was throwing 18 just because on Okeechobee you throw 18. And there are guys in the top 10 that were throwing 16, 17, 18-pound line, and they did good. But I think the key to getting those extra bites, even though it was risky and you risk breaking off, was downsizing that 12-pound line, and I just didn't do it. And for the future, I know going to the St. John's, just downsize your line, take your time, know you're in the right area, and just have confidence that everything will work out by the end of the day.